Let's begin. It's the win. Listen, laugh, and learn and understand. Hope, believe that you can. It's the Women's Information Network. It's the win.
Welcome to the Win Show. We are so glad you joined us. I'm Paula Fellingham, CEO of the Women's Information Network, thewinonline.com. We're the online home for all women, all ages, a community of women helping women live joyful lives filled with passion and purpose. Our hosts today are Angela Johnson. She's the CEO of the Illuminated Woman and Biz Divas, and Laura Lee Christensen is the Executive Vice President of the WIN. Kim Coles is an actress extraordinaire, a comedian, speaker, and show host. Our guest today is Megan Sillito. She's a speaker, author, life coach, facilitator, surfer, and developer of the Genius Community Nest. Her teachings have come from an understanding that we all have inherent genius qualities, and that recognizing what those qualities are and bringing them forward into our everyday life takes us from everyday existence into a life that is extraordinary. How much fun is that? We are excited you're here.
I love it. You know, I have to say, when I heard your title, I thought, oh, that's that elite few with the very, very high IQs. And obviously that's not what you're talking about. So explain to us what is genius and how it applies to each one of us.
Thank you. That's a great question. Yeah, we have as a society relegated genius to a very select few people. And the truth is that we are all born with inherent gifts and inherent qualities. And that, you know, for the mothers out there, you know that each baby is different. You can feel the energy, you can feel the essence of that child, sometimes even before they're born. And we all have that essence, those qualities, and that it's really about how do I tap into that? It's a willingness to tap into that. And it's a willingness to own, hey, yes, I do have a genius. And nobody has your unique combination of things. So there's only you can give the thing that you're here to give.
I love that.
So what happens when you tap into that genius quality? And I thought it meant book smarts. It's not about book smarts. It's that inherent. So you can be not even have a high IQ and still have your genius. So how do we bring that out? And no offense against the high IQ folks. I don't mean it the wrong way.
We love you too.
So there are no dummies, is what you're saying?
Yeah,
There's no dummies. Okay, good.
Yeah, there's different types of intelligence. There's IQ, that's only one type of intelligence. In fact, at this point, they've named about 9 different kinds of intelligence. There's body intelligence. There's artistic intelligence. There's scientific intelligence. And, you know, there's a huge range of ways that we know how to learn and how to be in the world that's unique to us. And so, yeah, it isn't about, you know, do I have a high IQ? It's about finding out what it is that you do that's genius.
And what happens when you dig in and find that? What happens?
Light. Meaning that when I'm working with people or I'm working with an audience and they get like, they find that thing, there's this moment. Yeah, and it's a light, their energy changes, their voice changes, and it's literally, in my opinion, we are tapping into what we are designed to be in the universe. Each thing has an entelechy. It's Greek for natural intelligence. The acorn's entelechy is to be an oak tree. And when we are being our genius, we are turning into that oak tree, and we line up with the universe. We line up with everything when we land in what is our part to play.
But so many women don't know what their genius is. Then how do they find that, honey?
Yeah, what's the one tool or one resource that you can provide to people so they can access that genius part of them?
So 2 things. One is that most of us are scared. Most of us come from a history of not good enoughs and beliefs about ourselves that are very limiting.
That's true.
And, you know, lots of thoughts about, well, those people were book smart. That must mean I'm not smart. And so the first step is to be willing to say, you know what? I'm willing to see if I have genius. I'm willing to go beyond whatever fluff I have about cants and go, do I have a reason to be here? That's maybe more valuable than I've imagined.
That's powerful.
Because until you get willing, nothing else can happen. You can hang out, well, I can't, but you just have to go, am I willing? Next step, and this is probably the most powerful step, is that you make a commitment. You make a commitment to find your genius, to live in your genius, And I know that may sound esoteric in one way, but think about what happens when you make a commitment, say to go back to school or something. All of a sudden, you now organize in a particular direction.
That's true.
And the resources start showing up,
That's true. That's true.
Right.
and the people start showing up just at the right time. And when we sort of put our little flag in the sand,
So this is my genius.
this is my
who I am.
genius, the universe starts coming towards you because you're doing what you're supposed to do in the universe.
I love this. So how do you help women find their genius?
Well, I have a lot of tools and resources that I use to do that. One is that I have them, if you're just listening right now and you've got 2 minutes, see if you're willing, make a commitment. That's the first thing.
To find the genius.
Yeah. The next easiest thing to do is to look at what energizes you versus what depletes you.
Ah, that's good.
Huge.
Yeah. So if you're doing something and you're struggling and you're like taxed, it's like that, go in a different direction. Our signals of where we're supposed to go come with energy and awareness and light.
So do you find, I think with women, we're really great multitaskers, and we have that story of, we've got to do it all in order to be successful. And so that could be a good test for a woman to say, well, does this energize me, or does this deplete me? So would you recommend that for women who have that I can do it all attitude?
Absolutely, because just because you can do it all doesn't mean you should.
All right.
And that's the thing is a lot of us have a lot of things we can do. It doesn't mean
right.
we should be doing all of those things. And it really takes courage to really start moving towards the things that bring us joy. Because a lot of us don't think we deserve that.
And
so
that's
it
part
takes,
of what we're doing with the Women's Information Network is we want women to live joyfully and to show them how. And people like you, of course, can lead them to that.
Yes.
This is so exciting. What's the name of your show? We're going to talk about that later. She's our absolute brand newest show host, and we're very excited, so we're going to create that. But it's Megan Sillito.
Yes.
Megan Sillito. Watch for her show. It's time to close. We have loved being with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Megan.
And we invite all of you, to visit thewinonline.com, where you're going to get solutions. You're going to share your ideas, and you can really connect with women worldwide. Have a wonderful day, and choose to live joyfully with passion and purpose.
It's the Women's Information Network. It's the win.